out they come, the tourists, led by their captain, Stacey Jones. Their full lineup is Vialicki at fullback, Fafili, Vanganar, Tupi and Melli. Robbie Paul of Bradford alongside Stacey Jones, the captain. And the forwards, Siu, Swain and Solomona. Lauatiti, Kearney and Logan Swan. And the substitutes, Paul Latuya, Michael Smith of the Tigers, Jason Kales and Monty Beetham. The coach is Gary Freeman. And a very special night for Sean Hoppe, who leads the Saints out this evening. Stewart at fullback, Kirkpatrick and then Hoppe, the former New Zealand Test star. He's skipper of the Saints tonight on his last appearance. Albert and Gardner complete the three-quarter line. Martin Gleeson and Mickey Higham at scrum half. The forwards, Darren Britt, Kieran Cunningham, Barry Ward, Stankovic, Bennett and Edmondson. And the bench, Cruikshank, Maiden signed from Warrington this week, Stuart Jones signed from Wigan this week, and Dave McConnell. The coach is Ian Millward. And now the Saints face the Haka.
They're kicking off. They're kicking off.
They were wonderful ambassadors at Hull on Tuesday night, the New Zealanders.
Come on.
Swain, and now Logan Swan again. Well, they've lost a bit of ground, the Kiwis, but now they're back within 3 metres of that line. Richard Swain again.
Great scrambling defence, though. They've taken the inside pass.
Lauatiti, and he gets over the line and he gets the ball down, Ali Lauatiti. That'll be the first try to New Zealand, 5 minutes on the clock. So the Saints in possession on halfway. Good hands, good movement. This is Edmondson.
Neat little offload as well.
And they have another penalty.
They'll bring the captain, surely.
He's taken it quickly as Cunningham. And Cunningham, that's what we hope he'll be doing for Great Britain in the Test Series and indeed Wales next Sunday. Mickey Higham waits, they're 10 metres away, St Helens. And Higham will dart his way through and will score.
That is not a sign of a good international team when you turn your back, especially when you know that Kieran Cunningham was around. Mickey Higham, superb play there. And really, Kearney was at fault. He was a second marker and he was too quick.
Richard Swain. Stacey Jones running flat and a little space opens up. He gives it to Robbie Paul. Well, I suppose that's inevitable. The ball has come backwards and out. So play on. Jones and wide, and this is a try. Terrific try here from Nigel Vanganar. And that's Gleeson. Good ball. Manages to offload.
Interesting to see how Gleeson handles this position at stand-off. Made his name this year, of course, so he's had a sensational season in the centres.
Great ball then. Great ball from Cunningham to Edmondson. Cunningham there again at dummy half. And Cunningham dabs the ball down the wing. There's been a slip there by a Kiwi. This is going to be a try. And it's a try for Martin Gleeson.
Well, the one thing David Wade will have noticed, and he'll have noticed a lot, that they cannot handle this short kicking game. Good work from Cunningham. He could see that they were moving up, and the fullback, Vialecki, was very slow to get into a position.
2 hands off!
Swain again at dummy half. Stacey Jones, and wide it comes to Robbie Paul, and here is Stephen Kearney. Lovely ball to Vanganar, and Nigel Vanganar taking him off for speed. Well, he was bundled over on his backside then.
Mr. Clark after clinching the Ashes, and that's a mistake from Kieran Cunningham.
And it's play on. It's the New Zealanders who have the ball, and it's Kales again for them.
Definitely went for the ball, didn't he?
And here now is Robbie Paul. And Robbie Paul has seen a gap. He's got nobody though in support, and Stewart was the man who took him down. But why didn't he go for the line himself?
Precisely. Why did he want to slow down and throw the dummy to nobody and then still go on his own?
Vialicki. And Vialicki will straighten it up. Still going Vialicki. Eventually he's wrestled to the deck. Well, they've spurned so many chances, the New Zealanders here. Jones, long pass. Here's Pugliatuya, he's through one, he's through another. That's a try.
Brown coming up to you. The last thing you want to worry about is the ball, I can assure you. You just want to get the arm down, make sure you don't pile drive into the ground with your head.
So St Helens with a glorious opportunity, and
he's gone.
Going to have someone in the bin here.
Yep.
I think it's Monty Beetham. He's only just on. But Beetham's only just come off the bench, and he's going straight back to the bench.
Watch again for 10 minutes and regather his thoughts. And I don't think that the words of wisdom from Gary Freeman will be to his liking.
Let him on one.
A shake of the head from the New Zealand coach. Here's Mickey Higham. It's Mike Bennett now. Try scorer Pulley Tuya and Robbie Paul, the Bradford Bulls skipper. Stop that raid, but is it only a temporary halt? That's great defence from Kearney. Mickey Higham trying to get to his feet, does so, plays the ball to Cunningham, and it's been picked up by Robbie Paul, and Robbie Paul is away. He's got support here from the winger Melly.
All they got to do is build, keep pushing Saints backwards and forwards across the defensive line. They know they've had a hard game in a grand final, so therefore they've got to start tiring.
Just a big hit on Stankovic, Taylorson, the hooker Richard Swain. St Helens though playing the ball quickly, making good ground, and here is Darren Britt, and he's spun to the ground eventually.
It's good solid hard work from Saints, applying the pressure.
Cunningham to Barry Ward, little dummy on the inside, takes the tackle from Pulley Tuya, and also Michael Smith plays the ball to Mick Higham. Here is Kieran Cunningham, back on the inside, it goes to Edmondson. Edmondson's gone Higham, he's hacked it forward. Stacey Jones got a hand to it. Wide to Tupi. He has the winger outside him. And here he is, Francis Melly, who goes away from Higham, flicks the pass away, and Tupi was tackled, but the ball had gone to the deck, so it's play on, Saints have it, and this will surely be the end of the first half. Chris Warren's the man on the touchline today.
Wait.
Well, Eddie, both coaches very happy. I mean, Ian Millwood, he was very upbeat indeed. He said, look, to be trailing by just 6 points, every one of these players is putting in. These young kids, I've given them opportunities, and every one of them's putting in. So he's not complaining there at all. I asked him about the kicking situation, kicking for goal, that is. He said, well, who else do you use? All 4 recognised kickers are out, so we're all having a go. So he's quite pleased with the scoreline, more so pleased with the effort. For the Kiwis, Gary Freeman, he was also reasonably pleased. I know many would have thought they'd be leading by more than just 6 points at the half-time break, but he was happy with their performance. He wasn't that happy with their execution on the opposition line. He wants to see a little bit more ball control, and that was all.
This is Darren Albert for St Helens, and I think he's over the touchline. Match number 3 of the Kiwis tour. Match 4 takes them to Wales. This is Gleeson.
Well, the defence is falling apart. All he did was just throw a simple dummy.
Stewart to Higham, who will come back this way. And Higham eventually is grounded on the second tackle. And this now is Stewart trying to go on his own, hanging on, just a metre or so away from the line. Higham again. Wide it goes, Gleeson, bullet pass out wide. That's a try to Bennett.
No doubt about it.
That's a try to Michael Bennett.
And Gleeson threw the dummy. And I'm afraid that Vanganar was caught short here. And then from it, they did well to get it back. But look at this blind side here. What on earth is Malley doing inside there? It should have been man-on-man marking. Well, Malley left a huge gap out wide. Here's the big fella. Can he make it the second time? He puts the ball over the bar and between the sticks. Well, there's a buzz around this ground now.
He's got a chance, but he doesn't keep his 100% kicking record. Well, he's enjoying it, Ian Millwood.
Well, you wouldn't have given him any chance whatsoever, Eddie, after that. I mean, it was a bruising grand final. I mean, they were dropping down like flies at Manchester.
Yes,
all
there was
with
cramp and all sorts, yes.
They'll have been celebrating, but they're still in this, and they're in it big time.
Hoppe has just dropped that, though. And Stankovic has picked up the pieces. Oh, and he's flicked it in field. And the Kiwis have got it back in the shape of Henry Farfili. And Farfili has seen a gap. He's taking on Stewart, he's up the middle. That's a great harry down, though. Mickey Higham, was it? No, it wasn't. It was Stuart Jones.
Great defence.
This is Robbie Paul. Keeps the movement going to Kalis. Kalis stopped on the 20-metre mark. Swain. Kearney.
Well, at least they're not trying to score off every pass. They're doing good drives in. They've got themselves into position. Now they come up with the inside move.
Vailicki held up a metre or so short. Swain again. Stacey Jones. Oh, that was an easy ball that was taken in there by the substitute Michael Smith, and Michael Smith's over for the try. I know that we curse every time we see the rain falling before a big event in rugby league, Steve-O, grand finals and test matches. But if this is any hint and indication, I hope it rains at Blackburn. This is Stacey Jones, though. He's dabbed it to the corner.
He's tried.
Well, it could have been a try for Farfili. Did he get the ball down? Did he manage to touch it down? I think he's going to give it to the video referee again to decide. Well, what's the decision?
No try for me.
That shows what you know. Kirkpatrick did well then to protect Ball and himself from the onrushing tacklers.
Did you hear that little murmur in the crowd when he dropped onto the ball? Just
on the Cunningham situation, Steve-O, Great Britain are due to fly off for some warm weather training in Spain this midweek. I wonder whether he'll go or whether he will be captaining Wales. This is a great break meanwhile.
He's lost it.
Knock on. This is the start of the test series. That's what they've come for, a victory in that. This is a chance here though for Farfili again. Mickey Higham with a super tackle. If that's a little hint. I don't think Phil has any final say on selection. I think he's there just to see fair play, but he's worth a shout. Here's Hoppe.
They must be feeling the effects, and the ball hits the spare ball. It's Russell Smith. He ignores it.
Come on.
And it's now kicked away out of the field of play.
And so we continue here with Darren Britt with the ball that matters. Just shy of a quarter of an hour left. Here's Higham. Good pass and well picked up by Gardner again. Spun to the ground though by Clinton Tupy. Higham back to Gardner. Little flick pass.
Pretty well did Stacey Jones.
Higham again. A stab through. Picked up. This is going to be a try here. Right next to the post as well.
But look at the time he had. Now we're supposed to be seeing a St. Helens side that are out on their feet against a touring side who should be super fit. And look at that. It's great when he's got the ball in his hands. And there's Ward with his second in his career.
And here is Lauatiti, who's got Vanganar, and they will score. The crowd trying to rally the troops here at St. Helens for a last big effort. Here's Cruikshank.
Well, Hull did it on Tuesday, didn't they?
Yes, Parker.
They knew the game was over, but...
Put in again! That's Darren Albert!
Now has he lost it? They go to the screen. Oh, he's going to give it.
Try is given.
And again, this blind side.
It was Lauatiti's fingertips.
It's becoming a nightmare. So I feel Albert was a touch in front. God, it bounced nicely for him, didn't it? It's turned out to be a nightmare for him. All right.
Barry Ward! Oh, it's short long!
Fantastic.
It's short long, isn't it? Or Paul Sculthorpe? No, it's Barry Ward.
Fell in the second half. Been a bit disjointed. Well, they came to these shores, to the Kiwis, cock a hoop. They put in such a wonderful performance against the Australians. And it looked as though we were going to be in for a very, very hard series indeed.
I think we still are.
I know that, but the hope has to be just building all the time.
Oh, mistake from Gardner. Oh, and another mistake. Oh! Is it going to be a New Zealand try here? Richard Swain. And on the drive is Pugliatuya.
He's got it down.
He's got it down.
Oh, he came over play on it. That's it. It's all over.
Here is Edmondson.
That'll do us.
Release!
There's the full-time siren. A hollow victory for New Zealand in the end. They were red-hot favourites coming into this match, but Ian Millward, no matter which team he turns out, they always seem to do him proud.